the mood since it is late night. And hopefully y'all will be able to see all the cards, okay? I do try to hold them up. By the way, I usually have 5 of these candles, but they take AA batteries. So I only have enough for one. I love Fire Witch Tarot, okay? I watch her channel all the time. I support her decks. I will always mention her in my videos. I saw her on her channel and I ordered them immediately. Like, I had to have them. I had to. So thank you, Fire Witch Tarot, because you always have like the cutest setups ever. And I love how like festive you are. Like every fucking holiday, you got something going on. And I love that because I used to be the same way, but I'm not so much anymore because I'm not gonna lie, I am a recovering hoarder. And no, it's not like hoarders, like I got mouses and piles of trash. It's just, I used to have a really bad shopping addiction and I bought a lot of like home decor, clothes, and I actually had it in a storage unit. And it was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. I was paying for a storage unit for about 3 years, barely ever using it except to transfer summer and winter clothes. And I finally let go of it. Like, I didn't even go through it. I just let go of the whole thing. And it was probably one of the most hardest things I ever had to do. But I did it. So, and now I'm needing to do my house really bad. Because, yeah, between me and my boyfriend, we have 7 kids. Okay, he has 4 kids and I have 3, and we live in a 3-bedroom house, so all the kids have to share rooms. Yeah, I gotta get rid of stuff, let's put it that way. But I hope y'all can hear me okay. By the way, this is obviously a moon candle holder. I got it from a thrift shop and I thought it was very, you know, significant because I am MoonLust after all, which I might be changing my name, you guys, to Massacre. That is what I go by on TikTok. I don't know why, it's just always been my nickname growing up. I don't know like how it came about. Okay, well I do know how it came about, but it's stupid. Like back in the day I used to be really wild and like would try to fight anybody that like talked to my boyfriend. Like I really did used to be with some toxic people, and anytime a bitch tried to like flirt with my man, like even my man would say like, I just want to let you know like my ex is crazy, like yeah, I will fuck. I'm a massacre, okay? But yeah, it's Massacre, M-A-S-S-A-K-U-R, like massacre, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I might change my name on here, I'm not sure yet. Like, I don't know, MoonLust Intuitive Guidance 1111, I just don't feel like that's a very catchy name. So, and I'm really trying to recreate my channel. I see it gone for a really long time, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. But I hope y'all can see me and I hope y'all can hear me okay. It's getting a little bit hot in here. It was a little bit cold, but I'm getting a little bit hot now. Okay, I'm a night owl, by the way. Like, this is like the best time for me to do my readings because of all the kids. So, what else? Oh yeah, this is just a temporary setup right now. Because like I said, we are in the process of moving, so hopefully I can have my actual own room to do readings. So, oh, by the way, I found these. These used to belong to, like, okay, so I had twins in 2018, Leo and Lucas, and they had twin-to-twin transfusion. I don't know if you know what that means, but you can Google it. Basically, one baby takes from the other baby. They take all their blood supply, they take all the nutrients, and so one is the donor and one is the recipient. And my little Lucas, he was, unfortunately, he was the donor. So he was giving everything to his brother. He's so sweet. And but they're about to be 4 next week, and they look at these little hats like for baby dolls. These are handmade knitted hats for when they were in the NICU. They spent 120 days in the NICU at Virginia Beach in Norfolk, because I am from Virginia, near Richmond. But yeah, my Lucas does he has cerebral palsy and he has autism, so I support autism, I support cerebral palsy. He is in physical therapy, learning to walk now, and my son Leo is in speech therapy, learning to talk. He doesn't talk very well, but trust and believe, he knows how to express himself, and he knows how to express. He's very vocal, let's put it that way. But I have a lot of different decks that I want to use with you guys. If the video cuts off because I did not just my phone always is running out of memory. Let's put it that way. But I'm gonna start off. I didn't do any pre-shuffles, but I am gonna use some decks that I like barely ever use. I got this one for Christmas a couple years ago, and never used it. It's called Oracle of the Shapeshifters, and it looks like this. And this is one that I will read out of the book to get a specific message. Okay, we ask any negative energy to leave this space. We only want positive energy here. Only the positive, love and light, and any messages for your highest good will be welcome here. If you have been guided to this message, just know that there is no coincidences in the universe. Your spirit guides and your angels are always looking for ways to give you signs. So whether this message will not resonate for everybody, but I do want you to take what resonates and leave the rest, because even if the whole message doesn't resonate with you, there could be a specific message. That's why it's really good to watch the whole reading, because there is going to be one specific message at least in here that your angels or ancestors or guides are needing you to hear. Also with angel numbers, like I said in the last video, if you see a number a lot, look it up. It always means something. I used to see 318 all the time, and I just didn't know what it meant. And when I looked it up, it was all about abundance and like finances coming to you. And sure enough, whenever I see 318, money comes to me. Like, I had a landlord once, and his number, like the first 3 digits was 318, and he used to give me like Amazon gift cards on Christmas, or like when I had the twins and he knew I was in the NICU, because I had to move up to Norfolk to be with my and with the twins at the children's hospital. Which thank God for the Ronald McDonald House. By the way, if you ever go to McDonald's and you see that box that says charity Ronald McDonald, that is what it's for. It is for mothers and fathers that can stay near their children when their children are in the hospital. So thank God for them. Shout out to Ronald McDonald House. I was able to stay there for free. It was right across from the hospital. I could walk right over there and spend all day there. Unfortunately, you were not allowed to stay the night there though, and like, so you had to leave every night, which was like the hardest thing ever. But if you're interested in any of that, my story, because that was an amazing journey, an amazing miracle, going from 1 pound, 120 days in the NICU to just, if only you saw them now. Like, it's crazy. Like, I can honestly say that I was doubting my, this was before I went through my spiritual awakening, and I was really doubting my faith. And I prayed. And I never was one to really pray. And I stayed so positive. Like, everyone kept asking me, like, how can you stay so positive right now? Like, aren't you scared? And of course I was scared to death. But I kept, manifestation is real. Like, I just kept saying, like, no, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And I watched so many children that were going through the same thing. They were born, around 25 weeks that did not make it. I watched a lot of babies pass away in there, and sorry when I cried. Like, and I was like, that could have been me, and it wasn't. And yeah, like, they're the strongest kids I know. So micro preemie strong. Like I said, if you do not know what twin-to-twin transfusion is, you can Google it. There's nothing you can do about it. I got a surgery to try to correct. You have to get surgery right away to try to correct it. And my water broke during surgery, and I was like on bed rest at the hospital for like 2 weeks, trying so hard to keep them in as long as we could. And finally, at 25 weeks and 2 days, they were born at 1 pound, 0.2 ounces, and yeah, they're like 30-something pounds now. They're doing great. Okay, enough about that. I'm sorry. If you want to know more about my story, it's all on my Facebook, which is at Amanda Faith Brandt. Like I said, you can check me out on TikTok at Massacre, MASSAKUR. And then, of course, here, MoonLust Intuitive Guidance 11 for now. Like I said, I might change it. Anyways, you guys, I hope y'all are all doing well. I know that, like, I come and go. I was like getting really addicted to tarot readings for a while when I was first starting my channel, and it was not a good thing. Like, I was spending a lot of hours watching tarot readings, and it just wasn't healthy for me. And so I figured, I would just post messages as I was guided to, and I would used to post kind of, I'm not going to say negative videos, but if you go back and watch some of my videos, a lot of them are about like karmics and toxic divine masculines, and I just don't want my readings to be about that. Like, I really want my readings to stay positive. So, you know, I'm always gonna keep it real with you, but you know, you'll know if you watch my old readings. Let's put it that way. Things have really changed for me. Let's put it that way. We all got to grow up sometime, right? I can admit my mistakes. Okay, so I haven't used this deck ever on my YouTube channel, and maybe once. And I was shuffling, I'm wondering if I should use this deck. And freaking, this is the card that came out, which was little brother, little sister. This is about siblings or like kids, maybe, like that are needing your attention, possibly. Okay, you could possibly like not be giving your kids. I'm not saying like you're a bad person. Like, we are mothers. Sometimes we like to do things for ourselves, but there could be a younger child that's in need of us that maybe we're not like giving our full attention to, and like maybe something's going on in their life. I don't know how old they might be, but something could be going on in your children's lives right now, and maybe they need someone to talk to. And so just like go up to your kid, you know, when you see them, and just sit them down and say, look, is everything okay? Is there anything that you need to talk to me about? Because just know, like, you can tell me anything and I'll always be here for you. And if you have younger kids, just know, like, you know, they don't need our constant attention. Let's just read what it says, okay? It's number 40. All right? And trust me, I can relate to that. I'm not going to talk about it, but I am going through some stuff with my kids. Me and their father are separated in August, so we are going through a lot. They are with their father a lot, and it's been very hard for me because I was used to being with my kids. Like, after they got out of the NICU, I didn't go out for like the first 3 years because I had a lot of PTSD from what happened. They were on a lot of like stuff when they came home, oxygen machines. My son Lucas was on a G-tube. It was just very stressful, and I just felt like I couldn't leave the house ever, like, unless I was with them. I couldn't, like, even when they would go to, like, you know, their grandparents' house, I would cry every time they left. Like, I had a lot of PTSD from it because I felt like nobody could take care of them the way that I could, and I had to learn to trust that. So it's been very hard not being with them every day, but hopefully, you know, everything happens in the way it's supposed to. So let me read this to you. Little brother, little sister is the card for those of us that have the responsibility of looking after others, who seem to need more than we do. Having to take care of someone can be a chore, especially when it is expected of us and we are not paid for it. But it is important that when we, as older ones, are called on to care for those who are more vulnerable, who have less sense, and who need more care than we do, that this is what this card is about. This card lets you know the time is coming when people are needy and they ask for a great deal from you. You may need to care for an animal, you may need to care for little ones in your own family, or maybe just a peer at school, younger students that rely on you. But these beings are not as experienced as you, and they truly will be relying on you to know where to go and at what time and to keep safe. They may also be difficult to care for, not showing up on time, hiding from you, and refusing to do as they are asked. It is important to remember that in these circumstances, you are an elder, a wise one, no matter your actual age. You have responsibility, power, and trust of many when this card comes to you. And then it says also, it could be fun, can it, to look after us? We play, we are curious and explore, and we always want to know what's going on. We need your help to know what to do and when to do it. Oh, this is like something that the younger ones are saying to us, okay? We need your help to know what to do and when to do it. We may not know when we ought to go to bed or stop eating chocolate or to do our chores. We can tell that you are not our parents, but since you are looking after us for a time, we will test you. It will look like we are playing, but really we are seeing how much of what you say you mean. Whether you follow through with your word, whether you are to be trusted, and whether you are strong enough to take care of us. We know that it is not always easy to look after us. We take up a lot of space, we need care, we make you be responsible, and you may feel older and less carefree than you want to be. But there is a purpose in all of this, for you will learn more of your strengths and prove to others how wise you are and how you can handle responsibility. Work well with us, and there will be rewards. Get ready. That is a very important message for somebody, you know. While this could have moments of frustration and annoyance, there will be rewards. You will discover your abilities to lead and show authority, to set boundaries, to be a disciplinarian, to inspire others, and to teach others to be stronger, better people. At times, there will be much joy, laughter, and sweetness because of the funny things that take place. At other times, you may feel your temper thinning and anger ready to explode, which we've all been there. This is a time of great learning for you. As you grow into a role you may not have asked for, you show how strong you are. You may also make a sacrifice for a younger person and take up a duty, chore, or burden that did not fall to you in order to spare another. There is a heroic aspect in this card. It may not be immediately obvious to you or others, but you will be able to truly make a difference. Make the best of this opportunity to grow into the role of elder, wise one, and leader, even if you didn't ask for that. Which is funny because when I met my boyfriend, he had 4 kids, and I took on the role. I took on a huge role, and at first it was a lot to get used to because I wasn't used to having that much responsibility or that many kids. But you have to learn to go, and you have to know that it can be frustrating sometimes, but at the end of the day, they need you, and they need your guidance, and they need your support. And if you promise them something, you have to keep your word, which is actually making me feel really bad because I promised my stepdaughter Alana that we would have a girls' day this weekend, and some stuff happened, and we weren't able to have it, and it made me feel terrible. But I'm gonna make it up to her. But that kind of just really hits home for me right now. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Little Wolf Girl. It is all right to be alone, and that's number 18, which equals out to 9. I might not read this whole thing, but I will just see what this is about. Wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's card number 18. Card number 18. Okay. Yeah, this small girl who changes in the woods under the full moon into a creature wild and undomesticated remains gentle, soulful, and true to her essence. She wants you to know that your solitude is your sanctuary. She wishes for you to know that you are changing and showing more of your true self. She wishes you to know that while these changes will be empowering, at first they make you vulnerable, fragile, and open. As if she is you, you gaze deeply into her eyes. You must wear a symbol of what you are becoming at this time, as she does, and take on what you wish to change into. This will become your talisman, and it holds great magic within it, so choose this alone. Yep, I am not sorry for my solitude. I will defy boundaries, expectations, and the labels others wish to place on me. For this moment, I stand alone. I am by myself, and that is all right. I am changing. By myself, I can change without influence. Perhaps you are changing too. You're like a tree or a snake, and you are shaking off the dusty, too tight skin of the past, of your exile from the world of nature, and most of all of the words that others have used to describe you. You are awakening from a prison of conditioning and thought, and freeing yourself for a future of true, authentic, powerful blissfulness, and sometimes testing times and lives. You are changing. Your new sensitivity will help many people connect more deeply to the physical world, which is continually feeding you with imagery, energy, and messages. But before you can achieve great things, you must change, even if only the change is to choose the courage to be alone. Wow. So there could be a lot of people that don't, they're not saying very nice things about you. Maybe you've been taking a lot of time alone, and maybe they think it's because you don't care about other people, but sometimes people need solitude. And you could have done something, you could have made a mistake, and people are upset at you and they're judging you, but just know that you are changing, and you know yourself. You know your truest, authentic self. Hold on, you guys, I need something to drink. I know I'm terrible. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Okay. Let's see what else. What else? Let's use my Immensity Oracle. It looks like this. I'm not going to read from this book because I don't know where it is. I'm just going to grab a card. Oops. It looks like this. Like, I like these messages to be more empowering, like coming from your spirit guides. These are messages from your spirit guides, ancestors, anything that you could be worried about right now. Like, I know a lot of people are into the whole divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame, toxic reading, karmic partners, but, you know, these are actually real messages that people might need right now. I honor animals with reverence. Yeah, you have a spirit animal and you could really connect with animals, okay? Just know that your animals are very intuitive. Like my cat, when I'm upset, he always knows. It's like I always think he's like, he knows what's going on. Like he always knows what's going on. Speaking of the angel, yeah, I remain in balance with my emotions. Look, that's the yin yang symbol. Okay, that's masculine and feminine energy. And like I said the other day, and it's also positive and light energy. You have light and you have darkness, and you always want to remain balanced. Okay, we all have lightness, we all have darkness, and we always want to let our shadow sides. Don't deny your shadow side. Everyone has one, and I had to learn that the hard way. There was lots of parts of me that I was ashamed of, that I thought people would judge me for. Things that, like, you know, our shadow sides are usually like things that we don't want other people to know about us because we think they're like bad. But embrace your shadow side, okay? Embrace your darkness. Don't be ashamed of it because you're authentic and you know who you are at the end of the day. Okay, let's get one of these. I'm not sure what these are called. I think they're called Work Your Light. I'm not sure. I'll leave in the description box down below though. Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Yeah, you could actually have, Anna could be significant to one of you, not for all of you, but one of you. This would be a message for you. You could also have a grandmother energy coming through, an ancestor, a loved one that has passed away, but just know that they are looking over you, okay? And they have a divine plan for you. And they are helping this divine plan be orchestrated in your favor, and they are always guiding you. Yeah, because you're a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so if you're new to the spiritual awakening, what is your calling? What are you here to do? You could be a light worker, okay? You could be here to heal people. You know, figure out, you could be a reader. You could just be here to guide people on their journey. You know, I believe that there are chosen ones that were put here to help wake people up, to help share your testimony on what it's done to you, and to know that you don't have to try to convert people, but you can always talk about your story, and it could change lives, and it could raise other people's vibrations. Sometimes people just have an aura about them. Just being around you has a tendency to raise other people's vibrations. So just know that as well. Let's see. Speaking of goddesses, by the way, this candle I got from a shop. I don't know if I said that, but it's a goddess candle. I got it on vacation, and it said earth and sky. And if you watched my reading the other day, it said man of the earth, a woman of the sky. So I thought that was very interesting. I don't know if I said that already, but if not, I'm saying it again. These are my goddess decks. So there could be a certain goddess that is trying to connect with you. Okay, so let's see who that could be. Okay, we have Thekla, the prophet of true power. I call my power back from all the time and places. I am my own. And then we have Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the woman in my life fiercely. Yeah, if you've been having some kind of like insecurity about your body, or about like anything, or like having trouble with women in your life, maybe you're arguing with your mother or something, or a friend, like just love yourself. Love every inch of yourself, because God made you the way you are, and you are beautiful no matter what. You are beautiful inside and out, and just know that, and stay confident, okay? Oh, Callie at the bottom of the deck. She's a badass woman, okay? The mother of the universe. She's badass, y'all. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I really am. Yes, ma'am. It sure is. Okay. Let's see. This card did not want to come up. Awakened in awareness. Yeah, some of y'all are waking up. Some of y'all are becoming more aware. Okay, we have some newly awakened ones that could be watching this video, which if you ever have any questions or need guidance, always feel free to reach me on my email. I will always email you back. Okay? Home. You know what? You could feel lost. You could feel like where you are right now, it just doesn't feel like home. It's like longing for a place that doesn't feel like home. You could be a starseed. It's just like something, it's like something is missing from your soul. You could actually have like originated from Lemuria or Atlantis. It's just you're searching for something. And I feel like some of you could also have a lot of trouble speaking up and speaking your truth. Like you maybe need to be working on your throat chakra. Okay, and I can relate to that. I have a really hard time with that as well. I'm getting better at it, but I used to just agree with people to make them comfortable instead of telling people how I really felt, and it wasn't good for me at all. It really wasn't, and I'm learning to be more, you know, not like that. By the way, I'm gonna get a couple charms for us. Let's just see what comes out. Yeah, music soothes soul. Okay, you can learn to play an instrument, or maybe you connect through music. Okay, because I know I do. It just really gets to me. Like, music speaks to my soul. My playlist is one of the most intimate things I will ever share with you. Okay, and there could be something very toxic in your life if you could see that. Okay, be careful. Toxic drugs, alcohol, and it's okay to drink. I drink wine all the time, and you know, I used to dabble with like weed and stuff, but if there is a drug that's consuming you, that's consuming your time or your energy or your relationships, just know that like it might be time to get some help. You know, it's never be scared to reach out for help and speak up for yourself. Yeah, because you're free. You're freeing yourself from that drug or that toxic energy. You're gonna be freeing yourself. Oops. Yep. You are freeing yourself. Yeah, because you just want peace and love. It's a peace sign. You just want peace and love, okay? Because you have your angels watching you, and they have your back, okay? Literally, they have your back. Your spirit angels have really been trying to get in touch with you. So maybe meditate on it, maybe. Let's see, what else? What else do we want to get? Let's get some from the Star Child Tarot. It looks like this. It's a beautiful deck. Beautiful deck. Let's get a couple from here. I wonder if I should turn the lights back on. Let's see what it looks like if I turn the lights back on. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the lights on so y'all can see. Looks like this. It's a beautiful deck. It's called Star Child Tarot. Let's see what cards come out. Perspective. Queen of Pentacles. But it says Queen of Crystals here. Yeah, you could do some crystal healing, okay? I love crystals, and you might too, okay? So you could be doing some crystal healing, and it could be helping you get a new perspective on something. It's like you're looking at yourself differently. This woman, it's like she's the same, but she's looking at herself differently now. You know what I mean? She's not the same person that she used to be. She might look the same, but she's not the same person as she used to be. Okay, we also have the Knight of Crystals. Okay, so there could be a knight, a masculine, okay, somebody that's actually on your energetic level that you are manifesting, or that is going to be coming from the universe being sent to you. just know that, you know, don't settle for less. There are. Yeah, there are. Okay, you have a lot of choices. Look at you. You've been meditating, and it's like, what choice do I make? It's like you're juggling something. You have a lot of choices, okay? And like I said, you're freeing yourself. You are going towards, look, you're going towards that masculine. Or you're just getting away. You have a lot of choices, okay? And you're about to make a decision. Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck. Yeah, you could really connect with animals. You really could. The Queen of Wands, she's confident, she's fiery, she's magnetic, okay? And she knows her worth, okay? So know your worth as well. And know that, like, you can have any man you want or woman you want. And I want you to stay confident within yourself and know that everybody makes mistakes, and that don't let anybody ever try to say that you're a horrible person because of them, okay? Because people see sometimes what they want to see, you know, and it doesn't mean that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do make mistakes, but sometimes people can't see beyond the mistakes. You know, it's just a little bit hard. I've never used this deck, I don't think, but I do want to use it. It's called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. It looks like this. And the cards look like this. Okay, and I will read one from this book. These are big cards. Ooh. What messages do they need for my client? Whoever's watching this video, if you're still here, what messages do they need? Like I said, you should always watch the whole video, though, because there is going to be a message in here, a very important one for you. I just know it. Ooh. Bottom of the deck. I knew this was going to come out. Faith. That's my middle name. Have faith. Wisdom. Have faith. Have wisdom. And use your intuition. And this came out in the last frame too. Purity. Purify yourself. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse your space. Okay? You have so much wisdom. You are so smart. Okay? You are a goddess. You are empowered. You are a high value man or woman. And there is something that your intuition has been telling you to do. And you might not be listening to your intuition right now. But I want you to have faith that everything is going to be okay. Okay? I'm curious to what innocence and purity. Purity is the great protector. Her cleanliness and purification in relation to the body, mind, and evolution of the soul has been recognized in spiritual and religious rituals worldwide. Purity encourages you to contemplate the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit, and to identify any negative areas that are in need of cleansing. I said this the other day. It is time to start decluttering your space or evaluate certain relationships. Okay, perhaps a detox or some time alone to confront any issues that you have been avoiding, that have been left unaddressed, or areas that are requiring purification. If we are not proactive, life has a way of bringing our attention to them in unexpected and sometimes uncomfortable ways. This is an exciting card. By clearing away debris on any level, you make way for newness, clarity, and more favorable influences to enter. Your thoughts are living things, so be aware of the quality of your observation, as they can raise your vibration and ease forward movement. You may find it helpful to meditate on the words of Iram Mikhail Ivanov. It's in asking for love to help you. You have opened a spring within you, and now you can leave love to do its purifying work. Wow. And it went straight to intuition. Night is fallen, and the spirit of the Greek goddess Selene, symbol of the moon and intuition, pauses in peaceful contemplation. She awaits the guiding voice of inspiration to move through her as she seeks the answer to a predicament. On her right shoulder seeks a dove. A constant and familiar presence, and a spirit messenger linking the realm of insight to the mortal world. The river beyond glistens in the light of the moon, and like the unconscious mind, contains hidden secrets and new life beyond its mysterious silvery surface. The guiding light of Mother Moon, by her very nature, echoes the cycles of womanhood and feminine instinct. Intuiri is Latin for intuition and means to look within or to contemplate. In drawing this card, you're prompted to do this. Seen through the quiet lens of meditation, intuition can lead to your own knowing. Everyone possesses intuition, but it does not thrive well in the domain of excessive thinking. And stop analyzing everything, okay? This card reminds you to look within for your own answers, because knowledge is taught, and by contrast, intuition is caught. Visualize your mind as an empty chalice to catch the messages that are springing from the fountain of intuition. By listening to you, you are more likely to reach wise decisions in the face of adversity or any situation in need. All the oracle cards carry symbols which have been designed to trigger insights, and the intuitive faculties for this card are no exception. Look for any clues or symbols or colors that may have specific. So if there's anything in here that you see that has any significance to you, I want you to look for it now. You can pause the video and maybe look it up and see what that might mean. Like that dove on her shoulder, okay? And this is wisdom, of course, the owl. And then we have the white veil, all dressed in white. The bride. It's beautiful. And faith. This looks like a little girl. And we were just talking about younger children. Wow. I've never used this deck. It's a beautiful deck. I'm like, no wonder it's called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, because that's some pretty intense messages. It's by Victoria Mosley, by the way. Let's see. What else? What else? Do I have the book for this? No. I don't have the book for this, but we can get one from the Dark Mirror deck. Looks like this. This could bring up some shadow sides, some dark shadow sides. Oh, hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Okay. What messages need to come out the most? You forgot. You've been forgetting yourself, forgetting oneself. Okay, or there could be a masculine that's just forgetting who he really is. Okay, number 17, which equals out to 8. Somebody's been wearing a mask. They're not being their true self. It's like they're forgetting who they really are. Well, this could be you. Take it how it resonates. Someone needs to sacrifice something. Number 7. So there's number 17 and number 7. This masculine could be needing to... He's forgetting himself. There's something that he's needing to sacrifice. Okay? Wish I had the book for that. Let's see. I am going to get an archetype too. I want to get one of these. This is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Looks like this. Let's get an archetype. Let's get one for you, and if you are dealing with the masculine, I will get one for them as well. Can I get one for the feminine energy? Can I get one for the masculine energy? It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards. You are a lady of love and compassion. I can tell you that right now. Okay, you're the lady of love and compassion. You have a lot of kindness. You have a lot of consideration. You have a lot of forgiveness. And wow, and you're the lady of the gift. Interesting. Generosity, receiving, withholding. Like, yes, you're so kind. You're so considerate. You're so generous. And you're very receiving, you know? You take in what people tell you. But there could be somebody that's not been very fair. Like, Justice, fairness, balance. Something has not been very fair. This came out on the masculine side. We also have the Sun Dancer, which the sun is masculine energy. Okay. Joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. Yeah, this masculine is going to have a lot of abundance. He just needs to celebrate life. He needs to do more joyful things. And what else came out? The Phoenix. Resurrection, surrender to change. The Phoenix is rising. This masculine is going to maybe having trouble surrendering to change, but they are preparing for it and they are praying, okay? And pray for them, okay? Because this could be a sacred relationship. The mutual energy between the two of you is the word Lord. Yeah. Communication. You need to communicate together, okay? There could have been dishonesty between either you or him, okay? Or between the both of you, okay? Praise each other. Pray. Learn to communicate, okay? Whatever this dishonesty has been, come clean. Just be truthful with each other because, you know, the truth always comes out in the end. All right, I'm going to get a couple more. Let's get an archetype from my archetype deck. This is the book. I will read from this book as well. Wow, first card that came out is the Flame. And that is number 11. So you could have a twin flame that you were dealing with or in separation from. The Shaman. You're a healer. Okay? You are a healer. You're a shaman. Okay? And we also have the Temple. And we have Athea. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at pronouncing that. But let's see what it is. Let's see. Okay. The Shaman. The Shaman. The Shaman. The Shaman. Okay, whatever one I see first is what I'm going to look up, actually. Okay, the Temple, the Shaman. Okay, the Temple, number 141. That number could be significant to you somehow. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming that we must expend much effort in order to arrive there yet. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is to call you to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? Your phone, money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. And then it says, when light, this is reverence for all and life as sanctuary. And when dark, this is cults and strict spirituality. And if you want to go deeper, you can look up Now is the Time by Hafez, H-A-F-E-Z. Through indeed the temple travels with you. This card is interwoven with the pilgrim archetype. If you have been longing for a spiritual journey, book your tickets. It was on a book. I don't know what that is. And then it says, the ancient yogi saw the body itself as the temple. Yeah, your body is your temple. I always say that. Your body is sacred. Your body is your temple. Nourish it. Okay? Every function and feature of it as an expression of divinity. Build a shrine with found materials. Don't spend any money, only time. And then we have Athena. Not Athena, but I can't not pronounce it. Let's see. Okay, 221. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room and all of the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Athea. It has an undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rational. We can also recognize that by its contagiousness, when we hear someone speak the truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. This card requires us to step toward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaiming your own truth is a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. Like I said, there could have been some kind of dishonesty. Okay? Speak your truth. Tell your truth. Because it is said that the resonance of our voice changes when we speak in falsity. In this light, practice seeing truth as a vibration. Yeah, deceit has a different vibration. And remember, you needed to work on your throat chakra. There's something you're needing to come clean about. And I'm also saying yin yang, okay? Picasso said that we all know that art is not truth. Art is a lie that makes us realize truth. At least the truth that is given us to understand. When light, this is clarity, revelation, and disclosure. But when dark, this is distortions, gaslighting, and excuses. Go deeper. The goddesses, Maat and Veritas, M-A-A-T and V-E-R-I-T-A-S. It's definitely a message for somebody. Bottom of the deck, the Sustainer. Did everyone already got one too? That might be a message for somebody. I want to make sure I'm getting these messages out to y'all. That is what I'm here to do. The Sustainer, the Sustainer, the Sustainer, the Sustainer. Hi, Sabrina. What's wrong, baby? The Sustainer, the Sustainer. Where's it at? Where the heck is it at? Where is the Sustainer at? The Sustainer. Okay, maybe that message was not supposed to be read because I cannot find it. Oh, wait, here it is. 109. That number could be significant to you as well. Oh, I just saw 111. The Sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouths sweetly fed. The Sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to achieve, archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the Sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the Sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The Sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all, and it needs our love. So when this is light, this is abundant, generous, supportive, and reliable. But when dark, this is overworked, resentful, trapped, and tired. If you want to go deeper, look up Lakshmi, L-A-K-S-H-M-I, or Vishnu, V-I-S-H-N-U, or Demeter, D-E-M-E-T-E-R. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? Contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are, and spend some time tending to them. So yeah, maybe you do a lot for your family and they don't appreciate you. Maybe you feel overworked sometimes about it. Maybe you don't do enough and you feel guilty about it, but maybe you're suffering through some kind of mental illness, and a lot of people don't understand that. But I used to give myself a really hard time about stuff like that, but I've learned not to do that because I know everybody has their bad days, they have their bad weeks, they have their bad years. And so I just want you to be strong and know that there's nothing wrong with you, okay? And let's go ahead and ask one question, because we are going to go ahead and get you an angel answer. First, we will see what angels are going to be with you. A message from your angels. Okay, this is a message from your angels, and then you can ask an angel message. which this card isn't supposed to be in here. Judgment. Judgment. Judgment Day is coming. Karma. All right. Or you could be being judged. What messages from your angels do you need to hear about? What angels want to come through to give these messages? Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come only to your aid if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Remember, you have to call on your angels. You have to call on your gods if you want help. Like, we all have free will. They can't just help us unless we ask for it. So ask for it. Pray. Ask God what you need. Write down what you need and tell others what you need. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, and there's abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can achieve anything. And then go ahead and ask one question that you want to know, and I will get an angel answer for you. They look like this. Angel answers. Go ahead and meditate on it. You can pause the video and ask whatever question you want to know. Helpful people. There's somebody that needs your help, okay? Okay, or you need somebody's help, and something is going to be happening within the next few months. We'll get one more if that did not resonate. Forgiveness. Oops. Learn to forgive, but it's up to you. It's up to you. All right, my beautiful loves. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. I really hope you got some kind of clarity out of it. I love you guys so much, and I really do hope to start posting more. Like I said, my channel will be a little bit different. It will not, it's just changing up a little bit. And if you can't find me at MoonLust, just know that you can always find me at Massacre. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this message, and I will see you guys on the next one. Namaste.